Hello everyone, this is Annette Stanton. I want to talk about your branding, and everyone has a brand. And I've just come from a coaching session who, with a client in business who is identifying her brand and going through a whole new marketing process and putting that out there. And one of the things was that she's been working on her tagline, and this is with a marketing specialist, which is fabulous, and it wasn't quite hitting the mark for her. But she's ultimately, over time, it takes time, right, for things like that to process. Ultimately, she has identified 3 particular words that match who she is, what her business represents. And one of the things that stood out was, well, she came to me today in our coaching session and brought up a particular challenge around her communication style, because she's actually, and her management, it's about change management. She's actually leading a team, and she wasn't happy with a new prospective employee situation that she decided was no longer, very quickly, what she realised was that she said yes to bringing this person in, but then there was an integrity issue going on, and then she needed to have a very challenging conversation to let this person go, which she was starting to feel that, how do we work around this? It was very, very challenging for her to pick up the phone and have this conversation with this person, because she was normally used to in face-to-face, but that wasn't the case. So what she found was, one of the things that I want to talk about when it comes to branding and your communication style is that when employing your team or representing yourself in your business, when it comes to you're out there networking, whatever the case might be, that your brand isn't something that you just say. Your tagline isn't something that you just parrot and let people know this is what I do and why I do it. It's actually it goes deeper than that. It needs to run through the veins of your body in a way that you are passionate about what it is and your why. Okay, so you know that this is why you do what you do, and when you speak it, the passion just comes out with every fibre of your being. Okay, and I challenged this businesswoman today, and I just said, look, because she's in the process of employing a new team member, and I said, well, what if you were to listen out for there are 3 key words inside her tagline. What if you were to listen out for those 3 key words in who that prospective new team member is being, in the way that they answer their questions, in the way that they show up, the way that they, their attitude. Yeah, not just their background and experience. You want to look at the whole person. Okay, and is there a representation that shows up that marries up with your purpose, your passion, your why as a business leader? She went, oh, that's a pretty good idea. So literally, I then said to her, I said, you need to have these 3 words and the purpose and the passion of why you're in business running through your veins. Because ultimately that is what inspires. That is what, leading to inspire is all about. That's where it comes from. When you are in alignment with your message, your global message to the world, your why you get up in the morning, why you do what you do, that's your global mission. I like to call it your life's work. Okay, so when it's not just a head thing that you just in the human doing mode, you're in the human being. Yeah. So she also told me that she had been working on her inner vision and why she did what she did at a deeper level. And it was all about challenging the status quo for her in her particular field. Yeah. At a local, community level, a national and a global level. Big picture, yes? So one of her challenges as a visionary was always also to how does she stay present in the moment? Because big picture people can actually cause a lot of frustration and impatience because they haven't arrived yet, or they have very high expectations on their accomplishments in unrealistic timeframes. Yeah, can relate to that one. I can relate to that one very much so. So I had to keep pulling myself back. When I'm a big picture person, visionary. I've written a book called The Power of Vision. I've always lived with, the power of vision. Okay, and the greatest lesson that I learnt was how do I stay present, still knowing my vision. Okay, and how do I be in the present moment and actually live in the moment so that I can be a witness to the opportunities that link to the vision. Okay, probably another conversation at a deeper level, but ultimately this segment is all about sharing that story about how she was able to link her branding, her why, her tagline into every cell and fibre of her being, which is what she's walked away with in our coaching session today. So please, I encourage you to have a look at, why you do what you do, what's your vision, what is the ultimate purpose, and in what way are you transforming the lives of your clients, okay? Because that is all about your passion, what your strengths are, your gifts, your talents, and why you're in this particular line of work, career, business, whatever the case might be for you. And then when you link it up and you feel that, because you then own that as one of your strengths and your talents and your gifts, and it makes it so much easier to connect and engage, in an inspirational way with your potential customers, your relationships that you're building, even at home with your family. Because ultimately it's in who you're being, and that speaks louder. The power of presence speaks louder. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you today about that one. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, or to share anything you would like about that. Share any of your experiences as well. So, connecting with your brand, knowing that this is who you truly are, it all marries up with your strengths and gifts and talents, and this is the way that you transform the lives of other people throughout the world in your global mission and vision. Thank you. This is Annette Stanton, signing off for now. I'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye.